This triangular structure, touching the sky, looks very magnificent and beautiful. But when you find out the sad story of this building, you will not believe it either. This 10 times longer building, located at an altitude of 1,080 feet, looks like a pyramid. But in reality, it is a hotel, which is also taller than the Eiffel Tower in Paris. According to the area, this hotel has a space of 390,000 square feet and 3,000 rooms, which makes this hotel comparable to any well-known 5-star hotel in the world. Like Burj Khalifa in Dubai at night, there are light shows and fireworks on the walls of this hotel, which become the reason for the colorful lights in the atmosphere of the entire city. But it is not surprising that this hotel is so beautiful or what luxury facilities are present in it. In fact, the real surprise is that no guest has ever entered this magnificent hotel. For the past 30 years, this hotel has been standing alone. But the question is why? Why has not a single guest been able to enter this magnificent hotel? Where in the world is this unfortunate hotel made by spending 5.5 billion rupees? Welcome back to my channel Facts and Forums. When the viewers see this magnificent hotel at first glance, it seems that it is built in America, Canada, or in the city of a developed country. But you will be surprised to know that this 105-story building is known as the Ryugyong Hotel, which has been standing completely empty in the capital of North Korea, Pyongyang, for the past 30 years. If you don't know, let me tell you that North Korea calls itself a democratic country. But in fact, it is a country that has been run by only one family since 1948. The 3 generations of the Kim family have been ruling North Korea for the past 74 years. North Korea may be the only country in the world where there are elections every year, but there's only one candidate, and that candidate chooses the supreme leader of North Korea. That is a member of the Kim family. Because of its strict laws, North Korea has become many enemies against itself. And maybe that's why they don't have trade relations with other countries. And they don't like tourists coming here. Every year, 300,000 visitors go to North Korea. This figure seemed a lot to look at, but it is equal to its neighboring country, South Korea's annual 175 million visitors. Now you must be wondering that if North Korea is so strict and so few visitors, why did they need this luxury hotel with 3,000 rooms? Actually, this was in 1986, when the Cold War was going on between the United States and the Soviet Union. In this war, North Korea was on the side of the Soviet Union, while its neighboring country, South Korea, was on the side of the United States. Because it was a Cold War, it was not about weapons in this war, but it was about showing its strength. Both North and South Korea were enemies of each other, and they tried to get ahead of each other in everything. In 1986, a South Korean firm built the world's tallest hotel in Singapore, which is now known as the Stanford Hotel. In addition to this, preparations to host the 1988 Olympics in South Korea were also in full swing. Because of the world's tallest hotel and the 1988 Olympics at that time, South Korea had a say in the world. But this was not being digested by North Korea in any way. North Korea decided to come to Tusos and have a festival, which was actually a copied version of the Olympics. This festival was to be held in 1989, and for the next 22,000 participants, not only the Pyongyang airport was extended, but also decided to build a brand new stadium and a 3,000-room hotel for 150,000 people. This hotel was to be 105 stories high, which was also going to snatch the world record from the Stanford Hotel built near South Korea. Not only that, but at that time there were only 21 buildings in the world, whose floors were more than 100, and the name of the Ryugyong Hotel was at the top. After coming to Tusos, North Korea had made such big airfields, but the dream of building such a tall hotel had come to their necks. A lot of steel was needed to build such a tall building, but the steel was not available with North Korea. That's why they decided that this building would only be made of concrete, because this building was to be made of concrete only. That's why it was given a cone shape and kept 75 degrees down on each side. At the top of this hotel, a world-class revolving restaurant and the world's tallest observation deck were to be built. If North Korea had succeeded in making all the modern facilities planned in this hotel, then not only South Korea, but it would have proven its ability all over the world. Construction of this hotel was started in 1987, but when the World Festival took place in 1989, the world's tallest hotel, with 3,000 rooms, was not even close to being completed. To save face, North Korea announced that construction is slowing down due to technical problems. But North Korea did not give up and announced a new date for the hotel opening. Now, the hotel's new opening date was set on the occasion of celebrating North Korea's Supreme Leader Kim Il-sung's 80th birthday, and that was in 1992. Construction work was once again started with loud noises, but fate was not supporting North Korea in any way. North Korea, which was supporting the Soviet Union in the Cold War in 1991, the Soviet Union collapsed and North Korea's economy crashed badly. Now neither did they have anyone's support left, nor did they have enough money to continue the construction of this building. Therefore, the structure had to be left incomplete, and the dream of the hotel's launch, which North Korea had seen, was once again hanged in the middle. The promise of the hotel's launch was now broken for the second time, and North Korea's joke was made all over the world. For the next 16 years, this structure stood as it was, which was spoiling the view of the North Korean capital instead of making it better. Because neither was it painted, nor were the window panels installed. At one point, it was decided to demolish the entire structure. But this sent a message all over the world that North Korea does not even have the ability to build a building. So that's why they had no choice but to leave this incomplete structure. Many years later, in 2008, a deal was made with an Egyptian construction company, in which they would complete the hotel with their own money and run it. North Korea's Supreme Leader Kim Il-sung was now dead, but once again the hotel's opening was held on the 100th birthday of the Supreme Leader in 2012. The Egyptian company first installed beautiful window panels on the hotel so that it would not spoil the beauty of the capital city. But when it was time for the hotel's interior decoration, another problem arose. In 2011, the new leader Kim Jong-un took control of North Korea and made some decisions as soon as he arrived, due to which the United States had imposed a ban on importing luxury items into North Korea. The hotel's interior, which contained all the luxury items, was no longer being able to import into North Korea. At the new opening date of the hotel, it was not even worth seeing from the inside, and once again North Korea had failed badly. Many years ago, North Korea's airstrike to build the world's tallest hotel has now fallen on their necks. After the world's tallest hotel, this hotel has now been awarded a new world record. Yes, according to the Guinness Book of World Records, this is the world's tallest building, which is completely empty. Even today, there are light shows and fireworks at this hotel at night. But from the inside, it presents a completely deserted, haunted mansion. I hope you like and share this video. Thank you very much for your loving comments. See you in the next great video.